Yo, what is up, guys? Back again to the channel. Alright, so today we are doing the X-Men movie ranking, alright? Worst to best. I'm also including the Deadpool movies and also the X-Men shows. So yeah. Let's go on to the video. Let's go on to the Legion isn't last place because like it's not about it, but like I watched the first couple episodes and I just wasn't cooked into it. I didn't really like it. You know what I'm saying? I watched the first couple of episodes, you know what I'm saying, but I don't know, just didn't really hold my attention, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. On to the next one. New Mutants. It's definitely overhated. Definitely overhated. It wasn't a bad movie, but it definitely isn't the best. Know what I'm saying? I gave it at least a 6 out of 10. 5 out of 10. Yeah, 5 out of 10. The next one, X-Men Last Stand. Okay. I love this movie, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely like one of them superhero movies that I grew up with. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I like this movie, but I just I don't know, it's just not higher in my ranking, you know what I'm saying? But this movie's definitely pretty good, but you know what I'm saying? But yeah. X-Men Origin Wolverines. That was definitely overhated. It obviously isn't the best, but it's definitely overhated. I think this movie was pretty awesome. I love the Sabretooth. I love Sabretooth in this movie. I loved Gambit. I love that end fight scene between the alternate Deadpool versus Sabretooth and Wolverine. That was pretty awesome. And yeah, I thought this movie was pretty cool. Yeah. And then he Gifted. Okay, so I watched the first season and half of the second season. I still got to finish the second season, but it ends in a big cliffhanger. So it's like but yeah. As of right now, I just yeah. Gifted, I actually really liked it. You know what I'm saying? It's a pretty good show. It's a pretty solid show. Yeah. And then X-Men Dark Phoenix. Okay. I liked X-Men Dark Phoenix. I think it was pretty good. Definitely, I don't know why people were like trashing and saying stuff, because I remember on TikTok people didn't really like it, but me personally, I really liked it. You know what I'm saying? I love the ending fight scene on the train with them, the mutants versus aliens. That was pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. And then the Wolverine. Okay, I love this movie. I love that they gave Hugh Jackman's Wolverine like a solo Wolverine, because I feel like X-Men or Wolverine Origins was kind of like about like other mutants also, but like it was still good. It was still good though. But like this one's like mainly about Wolverine, which was really awesome. But yeah, I love this movie. I love I loved everything about this. It's definitely one of the most underrated X-Men movies. Yeah. And this one is the most underrated X-Men movie slash super movie slash Marvel movie. Definitely top 5 underrated super movies or X-Men movies or Marvel movies. Super underrated. This movie was awesome. I love this movie. Fun fact, it was meant to be a Magneto origin movie, but then they were like, nah, we can do a first class one. So this is basically like them before the X-Men were created. Like this was like the original team with Mystique, Magneto, Professor X, Beast, and yeah, there's more like Havoc and Banshee and stuff like that. But like yeah, all right. X-Men Apocalypse. I love this movie. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely one of my favorite X-Men movies. I love the action. I love the characters in this movie. I loved how they showed more of Quicksilver in this movie. I loved how they showed all the characters. Angel, this guy Angel. Angel. Jean had a pretty cool scene. Magneto, I feel like he had a redemption story in this one. Professor X was pretty cool. Oh, obviously Mystique. She's always good in all the movies. My bad. My camera, the video stopped recording, but back. Like I said, her performance as Mystique was awesome. I really liked her as Storm. I feel like she was a bit more comic. I still love Halle Berry's Storm, but I feel like she was much more comic accurate. Psylocke, I think she's one of the most underrated characters in all of the X-Men franchise. She was amazing, and they picked a perfect actress for the role. Beast, of course, he was awesome, and yeah, it's pretty awesome. And Scott, of course, he was pretty cool in this movie. Yeah, and yeah, Of course, X-Men, the original X-Men, the very first X-Men movie. I think this is definitely one of the best superhero movies, at least top 20, you know what I'm saying? I really love this movie. I feel like it definitely kickstarted a whole new generation of like movies, because like this and 2002 Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, was like the biggest comic book movies, you know what I'm saying? This introduced people into comic book movies. So yeah, this was pretty awesome. Deadpool. I love this movie. You know what I'm saying? It's a mix of superhero and comedy. I love Deadpool. He's such an amazing character. Definitely my top 10 favorite Marvel characters. I love his character, and yeah, I love it. I love his movie, and yeah, it was pretty awesome. Ryan Reynolds is perfect as Deadpool. He the way he portrays Deadpool is funny as hell and hilarious. But yeah, then we have Deadpool 2. I love this movie. I love Josh Brolin as Cable. I love this. I forgot the actress's name, but I loved her as Domino. I loved everybody in this movie. Of course, the two funny guys, the guy at the bar, and then the guy from the taxi. They were hilarious. Fire Fist was hilarious. Colossus was in the movie. He was hilarious at the end too. And yeah, I thought this movie was awesome. Definitely definitely in my top 5 X-Men movies. Now here we have X2 United, X-Men 2 United. I love this movie. I loved all the characters in the movie. I loved the ending. I loved everything about this movie. Definitely, I loved it. It was an awesome movie. I loved all the characters like Rogue. I loved how she was shown more in this movie. Mystique. I loved where they were talking about like Weapon X and stuff like that. They showed Strucker. I love that part of the movie. When they broke into the mansion, that was a crazy part. But yeah, definitely love this movie. And then we have my top 2, X-Men: Days of Future Past. This is my favorite X-Men movie of all time. Obviously, the next choice is like the solo movie, but we'll get to that. But X-Men: Days of Future Past. I love this movie. Everything about it, the whole time travel thing. I feel like they did it perfectly. Like they didn't do it like that. Like got me annoyed or nothing. They did it like perfectly. Some time travel movies that like they make it so complicated, and like it's like bro, just like it just makes it so boring. But they did it perfectly. I love this movie. I loved all the characters in it. But this is basically the movie after First Class for James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender's Professor X and Magneto. But then they also brought back the old X-Men cast, which was amazing. They did it beautifully, and it was awesome. Yeah. Then obviously number 1, Logan, one of the greatest endings to a character. He played Wolverine for almost 2 decades. Him and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man were the face of the 2000 superheroes. Hugh Jackman, they literally kickstarted the whole superhero thing to people. And yeah, I love this movie. It was a great ending to his character. It was beautiful. And yeah, I love the girl Laurel X-23. I think I'm pretty sure that's her name. I love the fight between him and the clone Wolverine. That was pretty cool. And yeah, I loved everything about this movie. This movie was amazing. Definitely top 10, at least top 5 superhero movies of all time. And yeah, I really love this movie. And yeah, comment what you guys think about my ranking. And yeah, comment what's your ranking of what's your X-Men ranking. And yeah, these are my socials, my personal Insta, my YouTube, obviously, my TikTok, and then my superhero Instagram page. So yeah, you can follow if you want, subscribe, leave a like please, and subscribe, you know what I'm saying, and comment what did you guys think. Comment, are you hyped about the X-Men being in the MCU? Me personally, I'm super hyped. I cannot wait for the X-Men to join the MCU. The MCU is expanding, and it's crazy, and I love it. And yeah, comment what you guys think, and yeah.